intersection of my deepest needs. You were there, I knew, now you know.
Hi there, Capricorn. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome to your first 2 weeks of January 2020 reading. Back with me again, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. For those of you already in my channel, hello. And for those of you who have been here a long time, welcome back. So before I start the reading, I really want to say happy birthday to all of you, Capricorn. I really wish you all the best in life, love, luck, and career. I hope that starting from this year onwards, all doors of opportunities, abundance, happiness, and all that is going to open itself towards you so that you can enjoy life with good life, good love, good money, of course, good career, good food, and good, loving people around you. Okay, so and happy new year to all of you guys too. When is your birthday and what did you do for your New Year's holiday? You got all of your energies in reverse, Capricorn. Overall energy is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. You have the Eight of Cups in reverse, and you also have the Six of Wands in reverse. So you're not willing to put in the work, You're not even willing to put into a leadership position into this relationship, trying to explain or trying to, even give us solutions into the problems of the relationship anymore, because it's in reverse. Like you're not willing to do that. You're not willing to look into your relationship problems in a macroscopic type of point of view and address, this is the problems and we need to do this. You don't want to plan things out, and it's a big thing for Capricorn when you just don't want to plan things out, because I think you guys are just tired. Yeah, you try to emotionally walk away from something or try to not take things personally, but you couldn't. And what happens when that happens is that you have the Six of Wands. So it's like it doesn't make you feel good. It just doesn't. So what is the challenge here? You have the Temperance card, impatient person, or some impatience. It could be you, it could be them being impatient, or it could be you, or it could be them having like a little bit of an imbalanced type of life. Like probably something gets in the way, probably work or finance or families and friends or what have you. But it's really, really hard to keep faith when there's a problem that needs to be addressed. But then sometimes people are kind of like not really patient. They kind of like want to have the solutions right now. That's not how it works with life, right? You got to be patient. And then the second one is that the Six of Swords here. So Six of Swords is the inability to stop thinking about things. And I feel like this is coming from you too. Like you try to, not to think about it. You want to not give a fuck about it, but you just couldn't. And then Six of Swords in the overall challenge could also indicate like, if this is a relationship that has been going on for a very long time, there is a tendency into the relationship to keep on bringing up past mistakes over and over again. It's like you want to move forward, but you just couldn't, because every time there's an argument, like things from like, I don't know, 1000 BCE, they brought it up, you know what I mean? And then the third one is that you have the Hermit card. So one person in this relationship is not willing to be contemplative. The Hermit card also sometimes indicates somebody who just doesn't like to be blamed for something. And again, overall energy is yours. Overall challenge, it could be either one of you, So take if that resonates with you, but if it doesn't, then it means the other person is doing that to you. I mean, the Hermit card is that the inability for us to contemplate because of that ego that is blocking us from, saying that, oh, well, yeah, maybe, I took a part on that. I made a mistake on that. Because truth of the matter is, when we're talking about relationship, there is no way one person is the sane one and one person is like the villain. You know what I mean? It's like, both of you must have done like some really, really good things that, make each other's happy. And both of you must have done a mistake that might hurt the other person. So it's not always one person is the same and playing the victim and they're right. No, yeah? So let's see what happened in the past first. I mean, from their side, they have the Nine of Swords. By the way, the reading that I do is that I'm going to be reading one person scenarios and then two people scenarios, all right? Four of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. Now I know why you guys don't want to be putting any type of effort, because you feel that in the past, you were the one who put in the consistency. You were the one who put in the persistency, although you know that there is a problem there, but it's just like you just have to do it. You know what I mean? Like you just want it to work. You try to make it work, but it seems that the other person that you're dealing with, like they're isolating themselves. Why? It's because they have a lot of thoughts in their head, probably about in terms of the relationship with you, or it could be some other things in their life is really, really bothering them, and they just don't want to drag you into it because they want to space out. You know what I mean? And you try to help, you try to, be consistent and persistent, but it seems as if like you are being ignored or you're being underappreciated, whatever that is, like you try to offer a type of help, you try to work things out and everything like that, but they're so busy staring or mourning over an empty cups right over there. So it could literally be, they have other problems, or they just are very, very stressed out over you, and then you kind of like feel like, let's just work on this relationship, and you try to be consistent, you try to put in the works in there, but it's like it never satisfies them because they have so many thoughts in their head about you. Nine of Swords sometimes also indicates somebody who has a tendency to make things up inside of their head, but I'm not pointing fingers. It might be like literally 20% of you who are dealing with this type of person, but it's like when you have trust issues and when you have insecurities, and then you look at people, and then in Indonesia we call it suzon, meaning that you just assume the worst, something like that. So 20% of you might be dealing with something like that. Terima kartu masa sekarang. They have the Ace of Cups now though, so things are a lot better from their side. Knight of Cups, now they're going to come after you, and they're going to come into your way, offering the fountain of love that, or you could literally be meeting somebody new, but you kind of like are playing hard to get a bit here. I'm not going to say playing hard to get, but I mean, you have the Devil card here. Devil card talks about insecurities, our shadow side, because, or temptation. So if you're only dealing with one person, whoever it is that you were dealing with in the past is going to return to you, and they're going to be offering you this. So if it's not happening now, it's probably going to happen like really, really soon, because this is the present energy. This is the current energy. So it's either they're going to reach out or they're going to be like a lot nicer to you, and you embrace it. I mean, like you're happy. It makes your inner child happy. Oh my God, like this could be something new. You start to relive the hope and all that. But deep down inside, you guys are feeling a bit insecure about it. Like, okay, now it's doing great, but you have the tendencies to kind of like look back in the past and like, well, but in the past I felt so underappreciated by you. Like, what if now when I'm kind of like walking away and pursuing my own star or pursuing my own life fulfillment, and in the future you're going to be doing exactly the thing that you've done to me in the past. So you do have like a little bit of a hesitancies over that, and you try to not think about it and try to have faith in it, but you just couldn't because that shadow side keeps on knocking to you. So that is if you guys are dealing with one person. But if you guys are dealing with two people, there's going to be somebody, probably like a Virgo or a water signs, or a Capricorn or an Aquarius or a Cancer, that is going to walk into your life, and they think that you guys, or Gemini, that both of you have like a really, really special connection, and they're going to show like tons and tons of interest with you, but you like it, you like the feeling because it kind of like make your inner child happy, but at the same time you try not to think about it like a lot, because you're also focused on your work a lot. Kartu masa depan. Mm-hmm. So, if you guys are dealing with one person, I don't know, for some reasons, you do have like a lot of Saturn influences in here. And I feel like in the future, simply because you don't trust them anymore and you feel that there's a bit of unequal give and take there, like they have a tendency to like come here, go away, or they're being a bit hot and cold and they're being a bit unpredictable for you. And for some of you, you'd also think that the situations, the environment, or what have you is not really supporting this relationship to become something. It could be that it's a long distance type of relationship. It could be that the work is getting in the way, family is getting in the way, their children or your children is getting in the way. But your pragmatic side, your practical side, think that, you know what, it's not healthy to be pursuing or even thinking about this relationship in the now, to be even focusing on that. And you guys are just going to be focusing a lot on yourself rather than anything else. You know, you try to build a stability that the emperor likes, because emperor always always sits in the 4, so it's always something that is stable. So that is if you guys are dealing with one person, you kind of like see them as being hot and cold. Like they seem to be very, very emotionally available, but at the same time, you kind of like sense that this person sometimes is distancing themselves away from you and detaching, and you feel like this person is not really showing all their cards. You know, like if we play poker or if we play cards, like the game kind of like forces us to not reveal our cards until the end. You kind of like feel this is what happens with this person. It's so hard it's so hard for you to actually open their layers and see what they truly are, you know, what are their intentions is, what is it that they want, simply because you feel like this person is playing games. But the persona that they're actually giving to you is the King of Cups. So it's like an emotional, available type of person, somebody who's full of wisdom, somebody who is like an empathic type of person, but you just kind of like see right through that, you know what I mean? Especially with the fluctuative type of mood or actions that they're in, you feel that there's an unequal give and take going on in here, and you're just going to be focusing a lot on you because you feel that the situations that has been happening between you both has been mentally entrapping you for a very long time. You know, it feels as if like maybe they're not really a villain, but for you, you kind of like feel like this person is like a tyrant who literally mentally trapped you, you know, for quite a while. All right, so that is if you guys are dealing with one person. What happens if you guys are single? If you guys are single, I feel like you guys are just going to be dating around. There's so many people who are actually going to come into your way. Famous Capricorn. But again, I feel like it's like you have to make some choices along the way, and it's either choices between them and your work, them and your family, or something, and you just kind of like feel that, you know, something is getting in the way of this relationship and you just don't want to think much about it. You just want to like give time, you know what I mean? But if you guys are dealing with two people, whoever it is that has been causing you, you know, whoever it is that you've been putting in like a lot of work, but then you know, the other person is not appreciating your effort, you know, this person is going to come back and you guys are going to be rejoicing the honeymoon phase of the relationship. But then again, once they do that, it's like they pull away again, which is weird, right? And then you feel like, whoa, this is such an unequal give and take, and you're not taking it very well. And then you might do like a little bit of a revenge for them too, you know? It might cross your mind, like you could literally do it, like, okay, so I'm just going to be mirroring you. You hurt me in the past, fuck it, I'm just going to hurt you in the now, and I don't care about your feelings and all that. Why is that so? Because if you're dealing with two people, you're going to be focusing a lot on person B. So the past person is person A, and person B is just somebody who probably like a Virgo, or someone who has like a lot of Virgo in their chart, or a water sign, or Sagittarius, Libra, Capricorn, Pisces, Aquarius, Gemini. Yeah, that's all I'm getting. But anyway, this is a general reading. But, you know, this person is somebody who is a bit like an introverted type of nature. This person do like to hiking or, you know, mountains. Like this person likes that type of stuff. And then when you were busy living your life, when you were busy kind of like chasing your goals and ambitions and all that, this person is really, really into you. And you kind of like feel tempted. with them. So you're a bit confused and now like which one you actually want to choose between person A or this person B, the newer person. But then person B will literally be showing how much they are more emotionally healthy than person A. And I feel like your practical side, your pragmatic side is going to, okay, so with this person, I could trust, taking my hats off, and I could trust, being 100% genuine. I could trust to basically tell everything about myself. And I think in the future, you guys are going to be trusting this person. But again, like you guys are being very, very practical and pragmatic. So every time you go on a date, like, you're going to be wanting to know everything about them, like how much they make for a living, where do they work, or their families are like, and all that. All right. So I think that's it for my reading for you, Capricorn. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity through this reading. And I'll see you guys again next week for your 2 weeks of January 2020 reading. All right. Bye-bye, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye. I love you.
If I love you and you love me, let's plant a seed, watch it grow into a tree, baby. Why don't we grow some nectarines, baby? Why don't we grow a little